Ah, you're back. Just the viewer I wanted to see. Hello there again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the kingdom as we're starting now on our wheat farms over here in our third episode. I've spruced up the manor house just a little bit, added some stuff there, and we're building a little shack out front too for some extra stuff. And we've also begun construction of a few other buildings, including our bailiff building. That'll be there very soon too. So welcome back, everybody. Thanks for clicking and tapping that like button. Welcome to all you new subscribers, and welcome to everybody who has become a member too. Thanks, guys, for all the support. You're the best. In fact, this is my round of applause to you. Thank you. All right, well, we got trading going on, a lot of people coming into the kingdom, but the next thing we need to get on is I'm still waiting for a horse rider to come by in order to work on the next goal, the next thingy, the thing. What do they call those things? The envoy for, I guess, a quest, or what would they call them, a state? Some sort of a request from the king, so that way we can basically deliver materials. So good to see everybody here. We got a lot of stuff to do. I've also doubled down on the amount of gatherers working at the berry farms too, because we have a lot more people here. Before we started with like 20 or so I figured we better double berry gathering if we're doubling that. And we're also going to be working on our farms. It's going to take a lot of tools and a lot of planks to get that done, but some of our people are well, getting to work over here first on the Lord Manor. So let's make sure everything's all hunky-dory here. Go ahead and assign some more people to work at some of these buildings, and we should be pretty good. Everybody else is going to be unemployed until we build ourselves the farms, and then they'll go work over there. Well, it looks like there's some promotion available. Let's go ahead and maybe upgrade a few more people, so that way we can get to the level we need to. Let's see, we need 20 serfs, so let's just go ahead and keep upgrading people. I don't know exactly what unlocks that. How do we see exactly who's who? Oh, we have 20 serfs now. That should unlock some of this stuff. 20 serfs should unlock the fisher's hut, but we'll need a few more in order to do that. Oh, we also need commoners, too. Can we upgrade commoners? Okay. We better wait then, because I don't have enough cash to really do all this. So the next goal will be to promote all of these serfs to commoners, so that way we can then extend our next goals, which will be to build things like the hunter's hut and whatnot. But first we need the king to come around. The envoy, the request from the king. So there we go. Alright, so the craftsmanship update has been a lot of fun. The minerals have been coming in too. Well, they will be soon. I guess you could consider stone to be a mineable thing, but not necessarily something that we can really go for too long on without needing iron. So we have military missions available. Not enough people yet, though, to really start with this. We first want to make sure we got a decent food production up. I want to produce bread and fish first, so that way we can do anything for the king. Speaking of which, there he comes now. All right, let's see. Whoa, sir, I just clicked on you. What, sir? What? All right. Well, we'll have to wait till next time. I'll slow it down the next time he comes around. He was in a hurry, I guess. The Arby's was closing in 15 minutes, and I know exactly how he feels. Well, we'll go ahead and wait a little bit. Not a problem, since we're going to focus on... He probably wanted bread again, to be honest. But we want to at least try to make some bread now, so that way we can get that quest done, and then eventually we'll move on to the fisher's hut at 6, so that way we can get that done. We have to unlock it first, though, so we need a hammer, which means we got to do a quest. Okay, well, anyway, looks like we got a lot more room for people to build their homes, and this forest here is almost cleared, so that way I'm going to basically work on putting down a little forest over here, and we'll have them continuously log over there. Everything's almost cut down, so our loggers have done a good job. Do I have any free territories? No, we'll need 500 gold again for that, too. It looks like the trade wave has come through, so we should see people buying some stuff soon. What else are we trading? Oh, yes, a lot of our planks are being shipped out. And rightfully so that we're turning a lot of that into planks still. Still need a lot of logs, though, for our people. I would like to build another lumberjack camp, but we're building the farms and the Lord's Manor and a few other things. Is that done now? Excellent. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and turn the wooden tower into our treasury. Turn the, let's see, the wood extension into a treasury, and we'll turn the building here, this one right there, into a bailiff's office. Nice. Now, we can also hire a bailiff, so let's go ahead and name somebody as bailiff. Let's see. Job learning speed increased by 11%. Happiness impacted by 11%. Trade bonus of 11 with villages. Ooh. Let's go with the happiness impacted. Wow, we're sitting at 96%, but eventually that'll go down if some sort of a large weather event hits. We can have a drought or a flood or whatnot that can impact the crops. So let's try to keep everyone happy. And there's a lot of people moving into the village too, for sure. Oh, looks like houses are building over here. Nice! That's good. Our villagers are actually building homes here. Oh, that's really good. Nice. Very good. I'm really, really happy to see that. We'll build some more markets over there, too. And they're also constructing a market here as well, but we probably need to trade for a little bit more cloth in order to get it fully functional. Let's see. I could go ahead and cancel that if we needed to. Yeah, it looks like that's going to need to be constructed later. So let's go ahead and cancel the red tent construction. But the marketplace is complete. That means we can assign another person to work there, which means we can then sell twice as many berries. Good. Excellent. Soon. Soon. We'll spruce things up a little bit later. All right, the wheat farms are going up. Great. And then as soon as all that wood is cut down, which it is, great, I can also now start building a farm over here, a tree farm, to be precise. So let's go ahead and get a lumber camp down after we build the forestry building. What exactly is that called, though? It is called the forester camp. That's what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and put that out here. And we'll go ahead and put it right about there. So that way, oh, we'll need 50 gold. Won't be long until we get that, and then we can move our lumber camps over there, too. I wonder if the lumber camps cost anything to build as well. Let's take a quick peek. A lumber camp, to build that, costs 20 gold, too. So I wonder if we get any money for dismantling old lumber camps. Be kind of nice if we could just tell them to move and just take the materials down the road. Essentially, a lumber's camp, if you haven't seen, it's really just like a campfire and a couple of areas to split logs. So it's not really anything complicated at all. Kind of looks cool, though. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on here? So we have the ability to hold 1,370 gold, and that's great because all that gold can come in from military quests, too. So very soon we'll be able to send our people out on quests. Soon. Let's take a look at unemployment here. Should have a good number of unemployed. Oh, that's actually really good. I believe each wheat farm takes a couple people, plus the mills, so I know we're going to need a few of those for the mill. And where could we put our mill? Might be a good idea to put the mill maybe somewhere over here, and then we could have the bakeries nearby all of the marketplaces. So we could actually have like 2 marketplaces here and then a mill nearby. It'd be a good idea. Okay, let's go ahead and see what exactly we need for the wheat farms then. So we can plant crop fields. Looks like the desirability is high. So let's just go ahead and tell them to plant crops here. And I'm not entirely certain how much of a field they can plant, but I'm just going to tell them to, like, plant that much. And then I'll do the same with the other one. And we'll start the construction of the forester building. And we'll try these two to overlap. Now, the wheat fields can't be too large, but I'll try to build them a little bit out this way. They can't be too large, but I think that's about as big as they can get, so we'll see exactly how that goes for them. Let's plant this other field this way. And, of course, we can always build the roads around them and tell people not to walk through the fields. But we'll let the farmers do their job. So there goes 3 there. And another 3 there. We're going to have a lot of unemployed in just a little bit as soon as the logging camps are done. In fact, these guys really don't have anything to do anymore. But there are supplies sitting there, so I'm not going to demolish them just yet, since they do have the opportunity to store things nearby at the warehouses, for example. Okay, how many more homes have been constructed? It looks like 2 more houses there. And if the people do not build their buildings here, there's other things that I can build in these places, so that'll be fine. Looks like we can hire a forester. Let's go ahead and plant some pine trees along the river. And how exactly do we do that? Oh, yes, we can do it up here. So under the development zone, we can tell our people both to reforest and cut down any trees that are here. So let's tell this guy to plant trees along this way. Tiny zone, but as soon as we buy the other ones, we can tell Sigmund here to... Sigismund? Whatever. Whatever his name... Greg! We'll tell Greg to do it. There we go. Fantastic. Wonderful. Now, for those of you who are members, by the way, don't be afraid to give me more suggestions of what we should rename some of these buildings. So, members, I want to see exactly what you think we should rename, for example, the Lord's Manor or whatnot. So I'll take your suggestions for those. And if you haven't become a member, now's a great time to smash that join button and help the kingdom grow. Let's see. Wow, happiness is at 99%. Money is apparently at plus. Trade is bringing in our most amount of money. So our budget is even, but the trade is what's really bringing in the most amount of cash. And I assume all of our planks are probably being put towards trade now. We're not really building anything out of planks. Okay, well, let's build something with those planks then. The windmill, for example, which also requires cash. So we could actually put the windmill right down here by the coast. Although I would prefer to put it up somewhere high, but the only other option is up there. So I'd like to keep the farms near the windmill, and then keep the, we'd probably have to have a granary here to store everything, so that way wheat can go to storage, then to the mill, then turned into flour, and then the flour can be transported to bakeries. That'll be closer into town. It'll be easy to transport a bunch of sacks of flour into town and then distribute the bread fresh, hot, right from the oven. Alright, let's go ahead and put a mill right here. Now, there's been some beautiful and incredible mods for this game, too. People building just gorgeous, gorgeous ports and such. And every time I come back to this game, there's always like a new update. But I always want to focus on what's different between the update versus what's different in the mods. So let's see here. Oh, we actually have some more berries up there for people to gather, too. I hadn't noticed that until now. Let's go ahead and tell our people that they can grab berries from there, too, if they run out. We should be able to buy some more forge buildings in order to gather all that stuff. Let's see. And we need about 100 gold in order to finish this quest here. And of course, to have more materials available for the king will be important. More promotions available for our people, but we need 100 gold at least. Luckily, we have the stone and planks required to build a mill. And it looks like it also requires some tools, though. Oh yes, it seems to be 10. 10 stone, 10 planks, 10 tools. Great. Ah, and here comes the wheat planting now. Let's see exactly how big they can make these fields. So this is why you want to use that forbidding option too, to control where people walk, so that way you can make the most of those fields. Looks like they were able to plant all of this, so let's continue to tell them to plant more here for the next year. Kind of neat to have a little... Actually, it's kind of nice to have a walkway through the field. Like a little road going through the field. So we'll go ahead and expand the wheat field. Maybe they'll be able to plant more next year. Yeah, right, good. Good. Soon. Now, I'd like to add a lot of little decorations to the town. For example, like building a fence around the Lord's Manor. It only makes sense, and probably push some of these other houses away. But in this game, it's really difficult to get people to go where they need to go. Let's see. Villagers have lacked food too many times. Ah, we have a shortage of food, it seems. Which is strange, because we have 2 marketplaces. Oh. Well, we're not exporting food. How do we end up having 150? 53 and 56 are here. Looks like we need people from the granary to bring over stuff a lot more commonly. Maximum capacity is 400. Well, the marketplace should be able to gather directly from here. Looks like they're not actually gathering the food that they should. That could be a real problem. And we're not telling anyone to sell that food. So it should all be going right to the marketplace. How strange. Oh, good. They actually planted more of the wheat. Good job, everybody. Sweet. We got wheat. Well, let's go ahead and tell these people then to plant that way. And I guess any closer to the farm will be okay, too. There we go. Looks good. Maximizing all the use of space if we can. For future generations. Okay, let's take a look at this food problem. A little hiccup in the system. We have 4 people assigned to transporting food for the granary. And they should be going out and picking things up. And I saw somebody pick up... That's a transporter right there. Oh, no, she's... Oh, yeah, she's a transporter level 2. And she did not go and pick up the... happiness just plummeted. She's not going to pick up any of the food. Our system just comes to a full stop all of a sudden. Let me build another granary. And see exactly... Oh, we don't have the gold for that either. Oh, everything's come to... That's weird. Okay, we went from full swing to now big problems. Let's see. Well, not really a big problem. It's just something that's just weird. Everything seems to be working as it should, though. Let's see. Sells berries. Well, let's tell them to sell something else for a moment and see if this switches it. Now, can our granary people get to where they need to go? No, they should be able to get access to this place no problem. Let's try to remove this and see where people end up going. Oh, the granary just got a delivery. 2 berries, that's it? Although I don't think that was it. I don't think that was the problem at all. Berries never had a problem before. That's weird. It is cool to see all the berries loaded here, though. That was very weird. Just until now, we only had a food problem. How can you be negative happy? I owe happiness? That's not possible. All right, well, regardless, problem solved. Big brain genius. Thank you. Yes. That Forbidden Land has gotten me in trouble more than once, so I knew that was going to be some sort of a problem at some point. But it's a good idea just to make sure that people don't walk all over your lands, to at least ask for some sort of sanity. So it looks like people weren't able to get into the granary, I guess. Which is weird, because we had it before. Okay, anyway, let's continue to store... Wow, look at that. 400 now that we can store. Good. And the economy's back on track. Excellent. So now we can prepare some bakeries now. That's going to be great. 4 people who have decided to stop by. 1 has stayed. Good. And let's go ahead and build a couple of bakeries here. I wish the bakery looked a little different in the front. Really reminds me of like Kiki's delivery service. Oh, I don't want to have the... Yeah, we'll have to have it like this. All right, let's build 2 bakeries. And we'll build them right here. And then we'll have a marketplace just on the other side next to the church, I think. And the cool thing about having the bakeries here is that they're right next to the well, so they should be able to get water right away. We'll have to monitor that food situation, make sure that doesn't happen again. Oh, and an envoy is here. Excellent. All right. Oh, he wants bread again. Well, we might be able to do this in 15 days, though I don't think so. We'd need... Yeah, unfortunately we can't. He keeps giving the bread quest, so as soon as we're done with bread, at least we'll have the right thing to finally get fishing off and going very soon. Okay, good. We're solving problems. No problem. We got our extraction zones. Let's go ahead and make sure those are good. Yep. Good, good. Okay, let's go ahead and delete everything from here. Except for this little spot right there. Get you guys to gather from here. Good. And up there, too. That's fine. We'll build some additional gathering zones there. Wow, look at all the berries that have come in now. Crazy. We'll just consider it to be a bad berry season. And now it's a very good season. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I know. I know. All right, let's see. Happiness going up to 50 now. Great. And it looks like, boy, the people, I really wish I could tell them myself where to build homes. If I could lay this out, I could squeeze in 3 homes right here, no problem. And not even sardine level either. You could put like one here, and another one along the back. And we have ourselves a windmill. Excellent. Let's get 2 people assigned to creating wheat into flour. We're making flour now at the old flour mill. And let's build our bakery too. And now we can finally start creating bread. Ah, tasty. Taste the carbs. Let's see here. Good spot here for another little shop. I'd like to put little shops all around at random, but sometimes it's better just to build little marketplaces. And I think we should probably finally get rid of these lumber camps too. Start moving those over here. I'm just waiting for these trees now to be fully grown. But probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, actually, it costs... Oh, it's got a maintenance cost to it, so let's definitely delete that. So if we're not using it anymore, it's a good idea to get rid of them. And I think we can move this one a little closer. Let's go ahead and delete that one for now, too. And before we start producing any more logs, we'll at least have to wait till those grow. So let's see what else we can get rid of. Definitely want to keep the stone camp. Although I'd like to tuck that in over here instead. Let's see how much that is to move. 25 gold to scoot that in over the other side. That way we can make more room for a marketplace here. And if we put the stone mining camp over there, it'll kind of be out of the way. And then eventually we can move our stone mining operation wherever. Wow, look at the amount of food being brought in now. That's great. All right, more villagers at the village. Great. Money's coming in. Great. Great, great. Good job. All right, let's go for a lumber camp. Let's see. I guess we can put that at the end of the thing here. Just a little bit into the territory of the trees, but that's okay. Not too far. And we'll get some people on that. Now, that means that we just freed up a ton of people to go work at the military camp. And we can get like 10 soldiers assigned. But before we do that, we know for sure that we need to train these people. So training dummies are going to be needed. But that means we need to trade and get cloth in order to train our people. I think that's the only way you can get a trained military. So we don't want to do any of that until we can actually train our people. And if we're going to get cloth, we either need sheep to be unlocked, or we need to have the ability to trade for it. So if we go to the trade menu, and it looks like we have to get bread in order to buy... oh, no, we can't even buy fabric. So that's something we will have to make ourselves. Promotion available for people. Hold off on that, though. And we do need to build a granary around here, too. So that way we can store things nearby. So let's go ahead and put that in right next here to the sawmill. That kind of fit and look kind of nice over here. Although it will be filled with food. It'd be nice if there was a mixed building in this game. Maybe there's mods for a mixed warehouse and granary. But good idea that we're putting that there. Food is much more important for some of these beginning trades. And we'll build a warehouse. Probably another warehouse over by the bakeries. Maybe over here somewhere. Or maybe back here. Lots of good space there. Alright, we have ourselves that thing almost done. Great. Windmill has created 21 flour insanity. That's an insane amount of flour. We're going to have to starting to make that into bread right away. In fact, I think I remember in this game that I can create far more flour than I can actually bread. I think it's almost a like a 2.5 to 1 ratio. So like for every windmill that you have, you almost need 3 bakeries to do it. What you might be able to do is turn 2 bakeries on and then leave one off until you've got a good surplus. And then you can start burning through extra flour. Ah, look at that. I like this here. This really looks nice. That's really cool. And our people are working. Good job, everybody. Doing good work. Beautiful. All right. And the bakery's almost done. Oh, that's wonderful. So flour and water makes bread, and the maintenance on that is a little high, but we'll be making a lot of money from bread, and we can even convert one of our buildings here to stop serving berries, or we could actually make another one. Let's actually make a new market stall for berries. I mean, for bread. We have 2 for berries. Let's make 1 for bread. And we'll do that here. It just takes a little bit of materials to make that. No problem. We can even get rid of some of the decorations here, too, and do a food stall, or a clothing stall there later. Ah, look at this. Need to get this bakery filled with workers. Ah, only 2 bakers need to work. Alright, now we can start making bread. As soon as that last market stall is complete, the whole chain is complete. And we can also start completing some of the king's quail. No, sir! Okay, to be fair, we didn't have the bread ready. Okay, next time. Soon. That's alright. Even if I took the job, it still takes a little bit of time to make the bread. Take the job, make the bread. That's how it all works. Alright, the lumber camp is ready. Go ahead and add some people to work there. Oh, looks like 3 of them are already assigned. Ah, so it means that we can have a few people on I see now. So we can get rid of these people with the red logos next to their name. They're the ones who are no longer in work because we shut that business down. And now they can all be soldiers. That's fine. You guys can take a little time off. And then you guys can become soldiers as soon as we've got some stuff for you. They can take the summer off before they go into the military. That's totally fine. Explore the kingdom. Go to the old church or down to the old the old trees, down by the old trees. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, our kingdom's fun. All right, great. We got 20 bread now. That's great. Very good. And now we can start selling it. Yeah. Okay, let's set that up as bread. Good. Beautiful. We'll get some market stalls actually decorated as soon as we get fabric. That's something I want to do. Let's continue to edit. I'm going to add some more market stalls here. I'd like to add some more food, most of all. Oh, we're making a lot of bread now. Good. Now, let's put another market stall there. Next one will probably be clothing, but I want to put market stalls all within the randomness of this town. Man, there are a lot of people who don't have houses. You guys, come on, I got houses for you. Come on. Let's see the desirability. Well, I mean, you know, it's something. It's a living. Okay. Alright, I think what I want to do next is work on, what exactly do I need to do to unlock things like the sheep farm? Ah, we need a commoner then. We need somebody to upgrade it to sheep farms then. So we're going to have to probably clear out... I'd like to do this land down here, but that'll probably require the blessing of the king or a lot of money. So, and if we're going to do sheep farms, I'd probably want to do them, like I mentioned, probably across the river. Or maybe further away. Now, sheep are quite... You need quite a bit of room for sheep. So somewhere over there would be good. So that'll be our next thing. So we need to upgrade somebody to a commoner, so that'll take place at the end of the month. So we're on week 3, so next week. Gives us a little bit of time to build other more important things. Let's take a look at flour storage. And also let's go ahead and plan this out. You guys can store flour and wheat here. And we'll have 4 transporters, so that way it's fast, turbo, instant. Wow, 23 wheat sitting there, flour sitting there. And how much is stored here? 6 and 6. Okay, wow, with 56 bread stored there? Boy, oh boy. All right, the granary does have to store bread now. So let's get that supply chain set up. And the other thing is, it's being sold directly to the market, so it's not like we need any time to really like get it transported, because as soon as these people pick up the bread, I think the transporters might stop at the market, and if they don't, it's right across the street, so it's really all close together. Let's build another bakery, because I want to burn through that flour as soon as possible. And bread is extremely a big money maker. Pause. Okay. Oh. Okay, where is he? There he is. Oh, berries now, of course. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and try to do... I think we could probably go for the labor would be fine. Hold on, I gotta look at my estates. That's it. Yes, the estates. Okay, so I want to probably get the fisher's hut so that way I can complete other goals. And then we can finish off with the kingdom as soon as we get some military quests going. I think every time that we go out on a quest, we get pretty much free influence there. So we'll have all that we need soon enough. So let's go ahead and finish this. I shall help the people. I shall deliver the berries, sir. And I shall take advantage of the fisher's hut. Yes, and the hedge, and also the builder's workshop sculpture. Cool. Now, what is the builder's workshop sculpture? What does that mean? Let's see. Oh, I see. It's an addition to the builder's workshop. It's like an add-on. Cool. Oh, yeah. Start construction on the bakery. Okay, let's go ahead and start building some fishing docks. And we can go ahead and put them this way, right? Right about there. Oh boy, this is going to be weird to build like this. They go right out to those areas where the fish are splashing in the water, so I think we can build a couple of docks out here. I build one here. Or is it this way? There we go. And let's build another one. There we go. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now the next thing is to basically get ready to store them. So let's switch the granary over to fish. And there we go. And as soon as we have a good store of that, I'll build another shop for it. We'll wait a little bit before we actually do it. Okay, quests are complete. We should have promotions available shortly. At the end of the week, not too long. And with that, we will be able to build ourselves the new buildings there. Let's build a hedge here. This, of course, is for our manor, for our lord, which is me. Yeah, let's build it out to this way. I kind of want to nudge these houses out of here, but if I demolish them, there's no guarantee that they'll rebuild them. So maybe when they become upgraded, they'll look like they belong as a part of the manor, and it'll look kind of nice. Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like that's a little dog house? Maybe a lot of dogs. A lot of dog house. Okay, good. Well, at least we have plenty of treasury storage now. So we'll have fishermen to assign shortly. We should have another bakery up and running soon. And that will allow us to assign more people for baking. I wonder if I can plant trees yet. Do I get access to any decorations yet? Decorative bush. That's always nice, I guess. Although, I'll put one down. There we go. And another villager has arrived in the village. Okay, we have almost 60 people living here. That's quite the bump up. Oh, and it looks like some of our people are going up there to pick berries too. Good thing we switched to resources. We're picking all the berries we can, but bread is going to be our next best thing, I guess. Okay, so then these need to be built. We're waiting on, wow, 20 logs to be delivered. So, and it looks like our people are picking logs as often as they're growing. Log production has slowed down quite a lot because of the limited space that we have there. Do we have any more? Do we get a free territory from the king? No. Darn. I wish he would have given us one. And, of course, we need to keep all these areas for homes. As you've seen, the home building is just a little lax in the game. I'm hoping I can trick some more, convince some more people to move into the town. But it's all good for now. And I don't think we can cut down any trees past that edge there. And some of them I just want to leave. It's horrible to leave the town barren. You want a few trees. Just a couple. And we can always import lumber too. But they're still cutting trees down. They still got lumber going. Actually, I don't think we need any other extractions on the map. So let's make sure that it's only on berries. Yes, and stone. Good. So that should be it. Everything else can be cut down from here. And reforestation can take place. Promotions available. Let's do it. Okay, let's go ahead and pause. Okay, so what we want to do now is we need a commoner. Beautiful. So now the sheep farm is unlocked. Let's pause, though. Let's take a look. Cooperage requires 20 commoners. So if we're going to do anything related to alcohol now, brewery, hop farm, or cooperage, which is used for winery, we'll have to have... Well, actually, we'll have to have the monastery built before we do anything with the cooperage. But we can also make barrels and export them, which is a barrel of fun. Barrel of laughs. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll build ourselves a sheep farm now. Although our land is limited, but I need it. And I need it now. Let's go ahead and build it over in this corner here. And we'll eventually move it. We'll do ourselves a sheep farm, tailor, and weaver very, very easily. Let's do 2 sheep farms here. If we don't do it like this, we're going to... Man, getting more territory is going to be a real pain in the neck because we have to go out on military conquest, but if we're going to do the training dummies, we need the sheep farms first. So the goal will be build the sheep farms, so that way we can build the training dummies. Then once the dummies are ready, we'll be able to train a military to go out and get us more money and territory for free, and then we should be able to expand our territory very easily. Okay, so we have ourselves 2 sheep farms. We need a weaver's hut, which means we're going to need time to speed up again. So we're going to need money. Oh, it looks like the cheese maker. Oh, that's new. I don't think I've made one of those before. Oh, no, I have. Let's see. So, of course, with the cheese maker, then we can make more. It's kind of a higher quality thing. Let's build the weaver here. Excellent. And then we need to build a tailor, too. Although the biggest problem about all these buildings is that we need a warehouse to store all these goods. and the sheep can just graze in the lands out in front. Actually, maybe I can move these buildings to be somewhat permanent. No, I think I'll put at least the tailor and the weaver in the corner, because the people will want to live more towards buildings like this. Oh, good. Somebody's building a house here, too. Excellent. You'd think they'd want to live, like, right next to the church, but I guess not. All right, let's start the tailor workshop construction. What if there's a way to adjust taxes? It'd be kind of nice if there was a way to do that. Happiness is really high. We're providing all the stuff that people need to live. Looks like we might need to have another person working here. Louis, Pierre, Richard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we only have 4 stalls, so they're all working. It's really the only way to make money now is by selling more and more and more food. But we can also export food too, I suppose. Although we are importing a lot of stuff. And storing a lot of stuff. So logs are going to be our big problem now, since we're not really bringing in a lot of trees at the moment. But I want to keep all this area for the town. Seems like a large area, but you can see each one of these houses, let's say, holds 3 people. So 3, 6, 9. Damn, that's fine. Sakatumi one more time. Yes. Okay, we're approaching the hundo. Once we get to the 100, let's go ahead and call it on the weaver's hut. And we'll go ahead and get that constructed too. Best case scenario, though, is that we'll be making a ton of money through our military campaigns, and the king will give us lots of gold, 500 plus gold for completing military conquests, and that will give us the money that we need, plus free territories, I believe. So we can get territories. I can't remember if he does or not. Maybe he does, but regardless, we'll get a lot of money to build the stuff that we need to through the military conquest, through basically donations from the king, and that'll be nice. All right, we are out of tools. Hopefully imports continue on that one, but the biggest thing is just logs. Ooh, but the second bakery is going up. Can we sell bread to the neighbors? Let's also start selling bread. Ah, actually, let's unlock. New trade. Yes. Okay, we can buy fish, but I don't really need to do any of that. Let's go ahead and trade stuff. Let's see. We can now trade everything on the menu, except for, let's see. So these guys are selling bread, grapes, herbs, weapons, and polished stone. And these guys are buying berries, polished stone, and wine. Let's go ahead and not trade any more lumber. But let's start trading berries down to, let's say down to like maybe 200. Now, a famine could strike, so I want to keep some in storage. In fact, I'm willing to go all the way down to 350 instead of 200, because we need a lot in storage if there's ever a bad year for food. But I need cash to be able to expedite my construction, otherwise we're going to be here a long time. In fact, I'm going to go to 400. Alright, Fisher's Hut's been complete. Good, now we have more food to sell. And that means more variety for our people. So let's assign some people to work there and there. And we have somebody working at the granary already to gather fish. So this is going to be perfect. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you very much for smashing that like button on the way out. We got lots and lots to do in the town. So thank you very much for being patient as everything gets constructed and eventually built to make this one of the greatest cities we've ever constructed. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for being here. Take care. And until next time, bye. See ya. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Nothing fishy about that.